Have you ever had those moments in Football Manager where you've lost a game which you were meant to win and you're staring at the screen in disbelief? Yeah, I've had one of those moments as well, many times. But did you know losing in Football Manager teaches you more than winning, and it helps you in life, solve any problem? Let's look into this in this video. So in this video, we're covering how Football Manager can help you, in problem solving, just the basics in life. Now, you'll be thinking, how can a game help me, you know, improve my life? Well, it can actually. Football Manager isn't just like a game. You are playing to, you know, um, kind of manage a team, and the problems that come along with it. So this is where a game like this can help you, especially with problem solving skills, because a lot of the time you'll be managing a team who maybe aren't happy, you're on a losing streak, and you're at the bottom of a table and you need to get them back up, right? So a lot of the time, it isn't just about winning in this game. It is about like losing in the game and realizing what your weak points are and improving upon them so you can win the next match or win the competition, whatever the case might be. So I started playing this game at a young age when I was a teenager. I think I was 12 or 13 when I got a PC first, and I had Champman on a CD. And I'll be honest with you, it does help you solve a lot of problems. For example, you might have a player who's unhappy because you're not giving them enough time, or maybe the tactics aren't working. You'll try and see how you can fix that. You're not going to have anyone hold your hand and say, this is how you need to do it, right? Especially now it's easier. You might look at a YouTube video, you might look at something, but back in the day when the internet wasn't really that big of a deal, when Champman was around, you had to kind of think on your own feet and say, okay, well, this is what's happened. These are the players I've got. How can we improve the situation and make this team better? Now, when I'm saying in this video that, it's not all about winning, you know, of course you're there to win the matches, but, when you lose matches as well, that's when you're learning more about, yourself as well, and, how patient you are, or if you are going to follow through with what your plans were. Now, it's basically just a game, but you could just like say, okay, I've had enough of this. I'm not going to go through this save, or I'm not going to play this anymore because, you're not winning. But that's your choice. But then, of course, you're not really solving the problem. It's still there. So the next day, you might load it up again and say, okay, let's see how we can, do this with a fresh mind. That's what's great about this. Yeah, you can leave it as it is if you need to calm down, because you've had enough of not how not your plans not working. Now, how that can help in real life, what I was mentioning before, is when you've got these failures, where you've tried everything and it's not working. That builds your determination over time, and as you, let's say, make the changes and things do work out for you in this game. Let's say, for example, could be just any football manager, not just Football Manager 26 that's come out, which does have a lot of bugs and has tested my patience, but I'm still playing it. And I think there's a lot of other YouTube content creators who've had their patience and still played it. So it's all about, having patience with this game, because it's not like a shooting game where you're just going to shoot someone and, you know, um, get that reward straight away. It's a whole season, for example, or a whole competition. You have to play through to get that reward, that feeling of satisfaction at the end. That's how life is basically as well. You've got these goals in life that you want to achieve, but sometimes if you face a hurdle, some people will back away, and come back to it, or some people will just back away and not try again. But I think this is just amazing, like from an aspect of kind of like motivating yourself to do something and improve upon it. And I do believe, that it does help you kind of with your determination levels, your problem solving skills. I mean, I'll be honest, I won't go into it. With AI now coming in, I don't think there's going to be a lot of problem solving skills anymore, especially with the younger generation, I think. Unless they, still use the AI as a tool and not just kind of get the answers from it. That's where, like, I think these type of games can come in and improve your skill. And, I've lost games in Football Manager before and thought, oh, I can't be bothered with this. But you still come back and say, okay, let's see what we can do, rather than starting a brand new save or brand new game, they call it. And we call it save, but it'll be like starting a brand new game if it was the case. And it's all about strategy, right? So there's certain elements in these games that can help you in life, especially Football Manager. And I think that's why a lot of people are so addictive to it as well and play it. It's like, let's play that one more match, that one more match. Let's see if my tactics, the ones that I've just created or adjusted, is that working in the next game? And it just keeps you going from one game to another, one game to another, one match to another. That's what I mean by that. And then you realize you spent 2 or 3 hours just playing this game when you were just wanting to spend maybe 30 minutes. So there's a lot of loyal fans with this game because of that reason. It is really addictive, and you'll realize as well if someone plays this, it'll take probably like a few matches to kind of get used to it. But the new layout for this Football Manager, I mean, some people have their opinions about it. I think it's all right. It's good. They've made a change. It's much easier to view. Of course, as a person who's been playing it for years, it's a bit difficult because you're having to look around and learn where it is. But that's all. That's what it's all about, learning. So just to kind of recap on this, let's say on what this video is meant to be, is that basically that there are certain games that you will come across that can help you in your life. That's what I'm trying to say. And it makes you face that difficulty, let's say. So I'll be honest, like, so you could manage Man United, right? And they're not in a great position at the moment, and you might think, oh, I can do a better job, but then you realize it's not that easy. Now, the I guess the positive thing is about this is, are you going to stay and try and get them out of that situation, or are you going to give up? That's the question, right? So the positive thing would be that you are then giving your time to do that. Um, I mean, there will be some people who just give up, right? But at some point, you will have to face that situation where you've lost games and you have to do something. So at some point, everyone will experience that. It's not just going to be win, 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 win. I don't think there's any football manager or content creator who just wins all the matches. Everyone has a loss. That's how football works. That's what football's about as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm discussing this in a podcast at the moment because I've been playing this for a long time. I'm playing FM26 at the moment, which is not going great, I'll be honest. So I've lost some matches as well. But these games do require to have someone who's patient, not just kind of throw the mouse or keyboard and just walk away. You might do that at the time, when you're playing a match and you lost against a team. I lost against Liverpool with Man United 2-0, and then 2 draws after that. And I was expecting that I would have a bounce back. I did win against Brighton. There's a video on that as well if you do want to watch it. That's been uploaded on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, I think that, losing in Football Manager does teach you more about winning, and not just in the game as well, it does help you in real life as well. So what I would like to know from you guys is drop a comment, let me know, do you agree, with these points I've made? Has it helped you in your situations in life where maybe you've had some difficulty, but because you've now developed some patience and determination by playing this game, that it's now helping you, with your problem solving skills in life, and of course in Football Manager as well, any game that you're playing. So yeah, drop a comment, please like and subscribe. This is a new channel, Game of Opinions, which I've named it because my previous channel, which is still active as well, is Room of Opinions. It's not more of a gaming channel, it's more of like a comedy channel with British kind of short clips and other things going on there. and movie explanations. So this channel is just going to be based on gaming and podcasts about games. Well, yeah, let me know. Thanks for watching, guys, and any support will be appreciated.